Hello everyone, today we're going to do a presentation about our paper, User Experience Analysis of Duolingo using User Experience Questionnaire. Our group consists of Cindy Agustina, Tania Lipiena, and Ayunda Raaziqi. The first one, which is Introduction. The use of internet-based learning that is applied in modern times is very influential in the field of education compared to the past, because it can develop language skills in a country, and the increasingly sophisticated technology can help students learn in a structured manner. The problem that often occurs in the learning process in general is the decline in student interest, because there are no tools that can support learning at that time. So students become more passive and find it difficult to apply the correct pronunciation or writing structure vocabulary in their learning. As for other problems, most countries are more focused on their main language without little to no motivation to learn another country's language. As such, foreign students have to learn a new language on their own. There are so many options to learn foreign languages, such as watching some tutorials on YouTube, buying a dictionary, watching a lot of movies with the language you want to learn, or listening to music and learning their lyrics. But as time goes on, the internet keeps evolving and creating new inventions to make our lives so much easier. One of the most convenient ways to learn foreign languages is through a mobile application. There's a mobile app and web called Duolingo, which provides more than 30 languages to learn. Next is literature review. This is our selection criteria. Electronic databases were used as the source of papers, journals, and books that are used as references in the study. All the electronic databases are certified and internationally acknowledged academic research documents. The papers that are included in our study are papers submitted after 2016. The paper must be relevant to our current research, and it must be published in Indonesian or English language. The electronic databases that are used are SGESR, Cypress, Semantic Scholar, Springer, IEEE Explore, Science Direct, Spocus, MDPI, and Korean Science. There are 15 journals about UX evaluation, 3 journals about e-learning and Duolingo, and 8 journals about problem learning skills and implementation of Duolingo. E-learning. E-learning can be more interesting for students who don't get bored and end up failing some courses. There are so many applications that have fascinating designs that can help students in the learning process. E-learning refers to a learning system that is carried out online to provide knowledge that can be accessed through technology. E-learning has proved to be the best means in the corporate sector. The schools which uses e-learning technologies are a step ahead of those which still have the traditional approach to learning.
Duolingo is one of many applications that give influence to language learning applications. Duolingo is already seen as a representation of mobile-assisted language learning, or MALL, time by time. MALL has been reported to increase either teacher or student speaking, listening, and communication skills. Duolingo sometimes provides some optional challenges to the user for maintaining their streak or gives a reward after completing the challenges. Here's the Duolingo element. Next is user experience. User experience is an important aspect of technology that has changed and developed over the years. It extends the concept of usability beyond just effectiveness, efficiency, and satisfaction. Marvel proposed the UX honeycomb model, which has 7 dimensions usability. It includes usefulness. The product needs to solve a problem or meet the needs of the user. Desirable. The brand or identity of a product can have significant effects on the experience, as the user may have emotional value or relatability to the brand or identity. Findable. User must be able to easily find and fulfill their needs in the product. Accessible. The product must be accessible to everyone in spite of physical or psychological impairment. Credible. User must be able to trust and believe the product. And value. The product must be valuable to not only the user but also to the people in charge of the business part of the product. Next is user experience questionnaire. UEQ is widely used a questionnaire to measure the user experience of a product. These are the scales of UEQ. Attractiveness defines the overall impressions of product, like do users like the product, and perspicuity represent the difficulty to understand the product. Is it easy to learn to use the product? Efficiency, is it easy for users to complete their tasks with the product? Dependability, does the user feel in control of the interaction? Stimulation, is the product able to stimulate the user? Does the product make them excited and motivated? Novelty, is the product creative and original? Does the product attract the attention and interest of users? Next is methodology. The study used experimental methodology. The experiment is done through a survey which was distributed to various social media platforms. The survey consists of basic personal info questions such as name, age, and period of usage, as well as 26 questions regarding the user experience of Duolingo. To determine the sample, we use the solving formula with 10% margin of error. Based on the calculation, we need approximately 100% people as sample. This is the 26 questions which were taken from the UEQ website. The question include a 7-point Likert scale with opposing term on each side. UEQ question for the survey using the Indonesian version.
Result and discussion. The following is about the result and discussion obtained for the survey. We reached 103 respondents. For the respondencies, we found the 15 participants are below 80 years old and 80 participants are between 80 and 23 years old and 8 participants are above 33 years old. For the respondents' usage period of Duolingo application, 49.5% of users use Duolingo for less than 1 year, 40.8% of users use Duolingo for around 1 until 5 years, and 9.7% of users use it more than 5 years. For 103 respondents, we only take 101 respondents because 2 of the respondents didn't take the survey seriously and filled the answer with the same scale. Next. We analyze its scale value with the given Excel data analysis tool. The means of each scale is displayed in table 2 and figure 6 from this picture, where the attractiveness mean is 1.523, perspicuity 1.681, efficiency 1.564, dependability 1.523, stimulation 1.334, and novelty 0.955. Next. In order to measure the quality of Duolingo based on user experience, we compared it to benchmark given the data analysis tool. When it's see in table 3 for the value of bad and below and average, good, and excellent. Next conclusion. The result of the survey show that perspicuity hold the highest score and novelty hold the lowest score, which means the application is really easy to learn and use but lacks uniqueness to compete with our application. Overall, it can be concluded can all the scale mean of Duolingo fall in the good category with the benchmark value. According to the result, it is recommended to improve the novelty and application with the new idea. As it the most study, the study is subject limitation. The study implement convenience sampling to collect data, which means there may be so in the data. For the future study, we hope to be able to implement other sampling method and gain more authentic data, and also do analysis the user experience for other language learning application to compare with Duolingo. That's all for our presentation, and thank you.